Hey everyone,
Serious.
welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comics. And
And actually record our episodes.
it's funny. It was recording yesterday when this is try two, listeners. Uh,
Take two,
yeah,
at least on this half.
yeah,
There's going to be some creative editing later because we're not re-recording everything.
yeah. So, full disclosure, this was supposed to be an episode that I had our good buddy Phil Ebbing on.
Sorry, Phil.
Yeah,
I think you're around in the second half of the episode. You're going to magically appear.
So what's going to happen is Tad and I are going to run through new comics, and then when we get to our responsibility of Black Hammer, we're going to be jumping over to a pre-recorded talk with Phil on Black Hammer. So you're going to get half of
And what we're excited for.
and
Unfortunately, Phil came to talk about a book that came out last week.
and we'll get
So
we'll
we'll
get
try to
that.
recap that for him.
Yes.
He's
Oh,
probably watching the Super Bowl or at work right now.
yeah, Phil.
We reached out to him when we discovered that we had made a mistake, but he hasn't gotten back to us.
Phil,
So,
there was no
uh,
we, Phil. It was totally Tyler. I
well, I mean, I could have made a backup recording.
We
I
could have.
do that
We
sometimes.
could have. Well, what's going on in comic news lately?
I wish I knew, but my cat's in the way.
Oh,
ICV2 is setting up a platform for stores to order direct from publishers. So this is the news website run by Milton Greep, who was one of the founders of the direct market comics distribution model, used to own Capital City Distribution. It's not a distributor as much as it'll be like a web connecting point between stores and publishers, particularly smaller publishers. Um, Makes it easier to get
yeah,
different cool stuff.
yeah,
Um,
nice.
so that's exciting. As is Dark Horse collecting Louder Than Words Actions Speak from Sergio Aragones in a nice big hardcover because you know how much I like those. I
Yeah,
got my Jana and the Impossible Monsters hardcover today.
I'm trying to click on the link and it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, now it did. Okay, so I really like this style of cartooning. It is really cool.
Oh, I love Sergio.
Yeah.
Sergio is the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
He's my favorite mad cartoonist. No offense to Al Jaffe, who I also adore.
Yeah.
Uh Sergio is yeah. Sergio.
Yeah. Can't wait to.
And then Mayoko Bobby's Breathe. Journey to Healthy Binding. Will hit the shelves in May. This is her follow up to um Gender Queer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk some new comics.
Yeah.
Dead Weights. Is this another exciting new superhero universe? No. Just a buddy comedy about two unlucky henchmen trying to make their way in the world. Deadweights takes a hard look at what happens after the fight, when the villains are tired of being villains and the heroes aren't as heroic as they want you to think. Written by Tyrone Finch and gorgeously drawn by Sebastian Perez, featuring the first of 6 mugshot incentive covers from Richard Pace, which will form a linked image. So
That would be cool. It'd be kind of cool to see them all together.
So Deadweights from Ahoy Comics on April 10th. Next one we're going to highlight this week is Principles of Necromancy.
This one looks really
While
cool.
brave knights and dangerous monsters wage endless war, business is booming for Dr. Jacob Ives, a traveling physician whose arcane remedies are the closest thing to magic the world knows. These gruesome miracles are only stepping stones for Dr. I's ultimate ungodly goal to overcome death itself. And now a band of decimated barbarians, desperate to bargain for their lives, may just make the ideal next test subjects. The phenomenal writing duo of Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing return to creator-owned comics with this macabre series featuring or brought to life by the evocatively horrific art of Eamon Winkle. Each issue features a variant cover from Jana Heidersdorf. And this will be in shops April 3rd from Magma Comics, which is, I think, a spin-off of Heavy Metal.
Okay.
Also from Magma Comics, Silicon Bandits. In a near future where automation has caused mass unemployment, programmers Kenji and Aurora's careers seem safe. But when they are suddenly fired, the couple hatches a desperate plan. Assemble the perfect bank heist crew out of androids they programmed. The ensuing crime spree goes perfectly until betrayal and sentience emerge in equally devastating terms. Crime novelist and comic author Jason Starr reunites with casual fling collaborator Dalibor Talajak in a tale with enough twists and turns to fry your circuits. Each issue features a variant cover by Goran Harlov.
In our last recording of this, when we attempted to do this before, we discovered that his name is spelled incorrectly.
It's spelled 3 different ways in one
on one website.
Yeah. Dalibor Talajik, and Dalibor Talaji question mark?
That's too bad, the poor guy. But yeah, Silicon Bandits looks actually really cool. I'm definitely going to check that out.
Jason Starr does good work.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to ask Jason Starr back. We haven't talked to him in a while. Hopefully we didn't offend him. He's the one that I worry about offending the most because I feel like I badly formed my questions when I was asking him about the mystery novels of his that I'd read.
I don't recall what his reaction was.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Huh.
So, something crawled out from Vault Comics. Something wicked crawled out screaming. Edith Eddie Miller has no grand plans or great prospects. She spends her days sleeping in and her nights working shifts at a gas station. But when her younger sister fails to come home, Eddie unearths a web of missing girls and rotting bodies. The police prove useless, so Eddie teams up with her best friend Rainer in a desperate hunt to find her sister. The only thing is, Eddie believes her best friend might be the devil himself. From M. Sun and Cass Madhurst Perano. Also out April 10th.
Yeah. We got to find out if Madhurst is a nickname or like should it be in quotes, or is that their real name?
I don't know.
Is that their real name?
Madhurst.
Madhurst. Oh, what else is coming out? New comic series, Akagun, Brutalizer of Gods, #1, Murawa Aodel and Doton Akande from Oni Press.
Blow Away, Zach Thompson, Nicola Izzo, Boom Comics. April 17th.
The Butcher's Boy #1 from Landry Walker and Justin Greenwood.
Dark Horse.
From Dark Horse on May 22nd. Sorry. Had a brain freeze.
Dick Tracy #1, Alex Segura, Michael Marisi, Chantel, Amy, Osmond, and Geraldo Borges from Mad Caves on April 24th.
Drawing Blood #1 from David Avalon, Kevin Eastman, Ben Bishop, and Troy Little from Image on April 24th.
Hack Slash Kill Your Idols one-shot from Tim Seeley and Stefano Caselli from Image Comics, April 3rd.
Heart Piercer #1 from Rich Duick, Gavin Smith, out on Dark Horse on May 15th.
Hercules #1, Elliot Kalin, George Cambadeus, Dynamite Comics, April 10th. They keep bringing the heavy hitters to do Disney Comics.
I know, yeah. We were talking about that yesterday. I haven't read Lilo and Stitch yet, but I probably will.
In a conversation that people don't get to hear.
It just doesn't exist anymore.
It was lost to the ether.
Yes. Love Me, a romance story #1 from Francesca Perillo, Stefano Corticelli, Lorenzo Scaramiglia, and Buddy Bedoin from Mad Cave on April 17th.
Rat City, #1, Erica Schultz, Zeke Carlos from Image Comics on April 10th. It's like Spawn 2099, or maybe Spawn Beyond if you're more of a Batman guy.
The Batman guy. I'm gonna read it. I
would
used to be
too.
a big Spawn fan.
I need to reach out to Erica. We got to talk to her about this.
Yeah. Let's see here. Star Wars, Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red. Ben Percy and Stefano Raphael from Marvel on April 24th.
Uncanny Valley, #1, Tony Fleeks, Dave Walker from Boom Comics on April 10th. Also pick up their Tony Fleeks' Feral is coming out before then. Also looks amazing. Tony Fleeks continues to kill it.
Go back and listen to our interview with Tony.
You beat me to it.
Sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I'm confident enough.
Good deal. Universal Monsters, Creatures from the Black Lagoon Lives, #1. Dan Waters and Ram V. Matthew Roberts, Dave Stewart from Image Comics on April 24th.
Ram V and Dan Waters are also doing the One Hand and the Six Fingers, and Ram at least will be joining us in a little more than a week.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
That'll be very nice to talk to him about. William Newberry, Michael Avon Oeming, Dark Horse Comics, March 29th. Love me some Mike Avon Oeming.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the next installment of the UFO series.
Yeah, that's coming up soon.
Yeah, Blue Book, 1947.
So let's talk some graphic novels and collections.
Mm-hmm.
10 Speed Press presents Advocate. Born in Texas to Korean immigrants, Eddie Ahn grew up working at his family's store with the weighty expectations that their sacrifices would be paid off when he achieved the American dream. Years later, after moving to San Francisco and earning a coveted law degree, he does the unthinkable. He rejects a lucrative legal career to enter the nonprofit world. In carving his own path, Eddie defies his family's notions of economic success, igniting a struggle between family expectations, professional goals, and dreams of community. As an environmental justice attorney, he confronts the most immediate issues the country is facing today, from the devastating effects of Californian wildfires to economic inequality, all while combating burnout and racial prejudice. In coming fully into his own, Eddie also reaches a hand back to his parents, showing them the value of a life of service rather than one spent only seeking monetary wealth. This looks cool.
Yeah,
10 Speed Press has been doing lots of cool stuff.
Yeah, again though, we brought it up in a previous
recording.
They messed up the author on that one.
Well, unless you open it up and it discover that Eddie Ahn told the story to Celeste Montjoy, who's actually a comic person, because it seems kind of crazy that he's an environmental lawyer and wrote and drew his own graphic novel.
Right.
Though, I mean, that might be a way to deal with burnout.
True.
Who knows? True. But Celeste Montjoy's name is not on the cover of the book. Only Eddie Ahn's name is on the cover.
Just in the solicit that's on the website you're reading from, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Well, this is the previous world, so this is Diamond's outward facing website. I guess we could go to 10 Speed Press. We're gonna do some quick research.
Sure.
10 Speed Press. Here it says Advocate by Eddie Ahn.
Okay.
And it doesn't have anybody else's name anywhere that I am seeing.
So I'm going to assume it's a typo on Diamond's end.
Yeah. And it looks like he's on tour. Is he coming anywhere near either one of us? Nope. San Francisco and New York. We're not cool enough.
All right.
Lies my teacher told me. We're going to be talking about this so much.
Oh, yeah. I love Nate Powell.
Since its first publications in the 1990s, Lies My Teacher Told Me has become one of the most important and successful and beloved history books of our time. Nate Powell, the first cartoonist ever to win a National Book Award, has adapted James Loewen's classic work into a graphic edition that perfectly captures both Loewen's text and the irreverent spirit of his work. Eye-popping illustration bring to life the true history chronicled in Lies My Teacher Told Me, and ample text boxes and callouts ensure nothing is lost in translation. The book is perfect for those making their first foray past the shroud of history textbooks, and it will also be beloved by those who had their worldviews changed by the original. And that's where I'll say it's also been updated. The original came out like 30 years ago, and this deals with things that have happened since then. As well as everything that was in the original. Nate sent me a copy a while ago. It is amazing.
Yeah.
Required reading.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody should read it. We should have it in our schools, that sort of thing. A Witch's Guide to Burning.
This looks
Minder
really
Dhaliwal creates a land ruled by magic and fire, where the sky is thick with witches. A witch's work is never done when she works for the people. With the success of her town relying on her magic, demands are high. But what happens when a witch can't keep up with magical requests? She is burnt, of course, in a cruel ritual that extinguishes her magic and erases all her memories, making her just like everybody else. But when a burning ceremony is interrupted by rain in Chamomile Valley, a witch is left writhing at the stake. It's up to a witch doctor and her toad friend to save the singed witch and nurse her back to health. Can they help her before her magic is lost forever? Minder Dhaliwal's A Witch's Guide to Burning is a whimsical and humorous allegory for burnout in a society in desperate need of self-care. With a lavish blend of prose, illustration, and comics, Dhaliwal crafts an enthralling hybrid adventure story like you've never seen before. Follow Singe and her companions Uveda and Bufo Wonder as they journey across dangerous landscapes, battling demons along the way in an extraordinary tale about sacrifice and healing.
Yeah, I can't wait to read that. That's going to be awesome. That's
I love Dhaliwal's first two books, Woman's World and Encyclopedia Exotica.
Right.
So yeah, no, very much looking forward to this. And that was out on May 28th. May 28th. Some collections worth noting. Canary. In 1891, a mine collapsed into itself. What was the dark substance found 666 feet underground? During the final days of the gold rush, one mining company in Colorado pulled up radioactive uranium. Then the mine collapsed in on itself. Legends sprung up about the mine being cursed or even haunted. Now the frontier is closed. The gold and silver mines have dried up. The country is becoming civilized. And yet, in one stretch of the Rocky Mountains, a terrifying new kind of violence is suddenly emerging. Random killings, people going mad and murdering neighbors, classmates without real cause. When a schoolboy kills his teacher with a hatchet, a famous federal marshal named Azrael William Holt is called in to investigate the killings. What he and a brilliant young geologist uncover is stranger and more horrifying than anything they could have ever imagined. Blending modern horror, historical fact, and Western lore, two-time Eisner Award-winning author Scott Snyder and veteran illustrator Dan Panosian have created a uniquely terrifying graphic novel thriller with Canary.
Yeah.
In stores June 26th from Dark Horse Comics.
Very much looking forward to this. Love Scott Snyder.
This is one of the Comixology originals. I have read it and I love it. It's very good.
Yeah. I
not quite
read
Barnstormers good, but very good.
Right. Well, Barnstormers is, that kind of diamond in the rough.
You want to read Dwellings again? Or
Yeah,
do you want
sure.
Me to take it?
I'll bring it up. Yeah, put it up on your screen so I read the one that you've got
that's right.
there.
I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry.
You're not.
Share.
I was like, are you serious? All right. Dwellings, shock, terror, and wry humor pepper every page of Emmy Award winning, Eisner Award nominated cartoonist and animator Jay Stevens' Dwellings. Welcome to Elwich, an oasis of small town perfection where the schools overflow with cheery eyed children, lovingly adorned homes line with the historic boulevards, and only the crows can see the deep, festering rot that lurks beneath the pristine surface. Murder, demonology, possession, obsession, Elwich has them all on offer. And behind every dwelling awaits a horrifying new story to be told. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I've read them. I read them all anyway when they come out. But
yeah, no, I got them when they came out too. This was good.
but
This was fun.
a big hardcover does seem like a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
I like seeing this artwork. Is just awesome. Anywho,
And then finally, calling all scary movie fans. Scotland, 1994. 18-year-old Thumper Connell still has an imaginary friend, the masked killer from his favorite slasher film. Thumper is obsessed with horror and always has been. He fills his time with scary VHS rentals and hanging out with his fellow fans, the Murder Club. But everything changes when his local video shop acquires one of the notorious films known as Video Nasties. Films so scary, they're banned and burned. It's only a movie, though, right? It's all just imaginary, isn't it? A story about the perception of evil, the power of genre, and the love of fandom. The need to create art, and crap your pants terror. The Nasty, from John Lee's Adam Cahoon. From Vault Comics.
I want to know who
Out
wrote that.
on
And
May-
crap your pants terror.
Do we have to? I mean, I suppose we can ask him the next time he's on.
Yeah,
But
did you write that?
That's got John Lee's written all over.
Yeah, did you write this blurb? Seriously, dude.
That's got John Lee's written all over it.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
So, what else is coming out?
Let's see here. The Anxiety Club, How to Survive Modern Light from Catherine Mayer, Dr. Frederick Fanget, Polly Aubrey from Self-Made Hero on April 24th.
Black Phoenix Club, Omnibus from Rich Tommaso, Floating World, also April 24th.
This one looks really cool. Choose Your Own Adventure, Forecast from Stonehenge from Stephanie Phillips and Danny Bolinho. April 24th.
Also April 24th.
Yes.
The Call, Volume 1, Kelly Thomason and Mattia De Ulis from Image Comics, also April 24th.
This one is not April 24th. The Enfield Gang Massacre from Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips from Image Comics on April 10th.
The Fire of Theseus, Jerry Frizen and Francesco Trifogli from Humanoids, March 13th.
Harrowing, Kristen Kiesling and Rye Hickman from Amulet on April 17th.
Here I Am Me, an illustrated guide to mental health, Carabine, Workman Publishing, April 3rd.
Homebody from Theo Parrish, that's out from Harper Alley on April 24th.
Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze from Mellow Brown. What a great name.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Benjamin.
That's a
also
great name.
And Tom Mandrake, Titan Comics, July 31st.
It's funny. We didn't say anything about Tom Mandrake. Yeah, it's all right.
That's a pretty cool name,
It's
too.
all right.
And he worked on Grimjack.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right. Just another story. A graphic migration account from Ernesto Sade from Graphic Universe. That's April 3rd.
The Library Mule of Cordoba, Wilfred Lupano and Leonard Camino, Ablaze, May 29th.
Really looking forward to the next installment of Local Man Volume 2 Dry Season.
Volume 2
Dry Season. Volume 2 Dry Season from Tim Seeley and Tony Fleeks from Image comes out April 3rd.
Mark Twain's War Prayer from Seymour Chwast.
That's a great name.
Fantagraphics, May 22nd.
Can you spell that for me? Just like it sounds.
Chwast.
Yeah. Twast. My favorite thing is Monsters Part 2 from Emil Ferris from Fantagraphics, May 29th.
Phenomena Volume 2, Matilda's Quest. Brian Michael Bendis, Andre Lima Arojo from Abrams Comic Arts on April 24th.
Always looking forward to Mark Russell. Here's Rumpus Room from Mark Russell and Ramon Rosanas from AWA on April 24th.
Another April 24th. Man, you can spend a lot of money on graphic novels on April 24th.
It's going to be a good week.
Scrapper from Cliff Blazinski, Alex DeCampi, and Ryan Kelly. Image Comics, also April 24th.
Didn't it seem like it took a while for this one to come to graphic novel or trade paperback form? Scrapper came out quite a while ago, it feels like.
It wrapped up at about the same time some of these other ones did.
Did it? Okay.
I guess a little bit longer, but not a lot.
Okay. It just feels like that series was quite a while ago, but
finished this year.
Did it? Self-Esteem in the End of the World from Luke Healy from Drawn and Quarterly on May 14th.
Sons of El Topo from Alejandro Jodorowsky and Ladrone from Boom Comics on June 26th.
This one looks great. Subgenre from Matt Kint and Wilfredo Torres.
Has been great.
From Dark Horse, June 19th. How many issues is?
I think 3 or 4. I forget.
Okay.
Trick Pony, Greg Lockard, Anna David, Lucas Gattoni. Dark Horse Comics, June 5th.
Exo Man of War, Unconquered from Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad and Liam Sharp from Valiant on April 24th.
You and a Bike and a Road, Eleanor Davis, Fantagraphics, May 24th.
So, yeah, get out
Let's talk about some final order cutoff, Tyler.
Yeah, for February 18th.
For the next week.
For next week.
Do it by next weekend. It's a comic shop. I mean, technically, most of these, it's the 18th, though depending on the distributor, it might be the 17th. Or actually, depending on the distributor, it might be as late as, because today's the 11th. So it might be the 19th. But lots of comic shops like to get it done before Friday.
Right.
So I say, get your orders in this week.
Good to know. I'm excited about this one because this is the new movie coming out, the new Ghostbusters movie with Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, but Winston? What's his real name? Good Lord.
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson. They're all back. And anyway, this is Ghostbusters Back in Town #1 from David Booher and Blue Delaconte from Dark Horse on March 27th. Kill All Immortals.
Right. Kill All Immortals.
You go ahead.
#1, Zach Kaplan, Pico Asio, Dark Horse on March 27th.
Little Black Book #1, Jeff McComsey and Felipe Cunha from AWA on March 13th.
Also on March 13th, Napalm Lullaby #1 for Rick Remender and Bengal.
Looking forward to this one. Usagi Yojimbo, The Crow #1 from Stan Sakai on Dark Horse on April 3rd.
White Boat #1, the distillery title from Scott Snyder and Francesco Francavilla in stores March 27th.
And Whitwolf from Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing and Dalen Ogden from Vault on April 24th.
And he's coming up on full funding for the Within the Kind Red Building, a solo writing RPG kickstarting from Ryan K. Lindsay right now through February 29th. This looks really cool. Go back and listen to our interview with him. He'll tell you all about solo RPGs and this game in particular.
So
I backed it. You should too.
Did you said you bought a solo
I bought a couple
RPG. Are they just
a couple of the ones
PDFs or what
about.
Are they?
Yeah, the ones I bought, they just gave me PDFs.
Okay. I didn't know if you could get a physical
itch.io that he told us about.
Yeah.
You can get physical ones.
Yeah.
But you can also get ones where you just download PDFs.
This is interesting. I'm going to have to check these out because it sounds really fun. as
creativity,
a creative
just
writing.
creative exercises.
Yeah. I'm very
So,
excited about that.
this is where Phil would come and tell you about the Godzilla Valentine special from
Phil,
Zoe
if you're
Tunnel.
still listening, we are so sorry. I lost the episode. Half of
Zoe
it.
Tunnel, and I know he's got another book. Sebastian Perez.
Yeah.
I read it too. It's fantastic.
Mhm.
You've got a monster chaser and a monster hunter, and they go from being adversaries to friends to a little more than friends, and it's really, really well done. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I didn't think that I would enjoy a Godzilla Valentine's special.
Well-
I wouldn't have read it except that Phil was excited enough about it that he asked to be on the show.
Well, it went under my radar, and I'm going to go
Yeah.
back and try and pick it up because
Yeah.
Phil was so excited about it last time, and then hearing you talk about it again, I'm going, yeah, that does sound really interesting.
It was really well done. Really well done. It's like you never knew you needed Archie meets Predator, or Archie
Right.
versus Predator, until Alex DeCampi does it and knocks it out of the fucking park.
Yeah, exactly. And you're
You
like,
know?
how did I live without this?
I mean, it's for that matter, it's like Stray Dogs, the mix between the Secret Life of Pets and Seven that you never knew you needed.
Right? That's a really good. That's a
To
really good
paraphrase
analogy.
Brian Michael Bendis.
Yeah. That's really
Um,
apt too. That's a really good way of putting
is.
that series.
It is.
Ah,
And I messed up. I had Kelly read the series, and I forgot that because there are humans and dogs, and the humans are at times mean to the dogs, she
didn't like
this
that.
much. She's like,
Yeah.
would have thought that she would have liked it.
yeah.
If they'd all been dogs, she would have been okay.
Have you had her read?
If they'd all been humans, she would have been okay. But the human hurting the dog, I don't even think it upset her as much that the human killed the dog owners as it did that the human hurt the dog.
Correct. I can see that. Did
So mea culpa, Kelly. I'll
Kelly,
remember for next time.
Did she read Animal Pound?
I think she's read Animal Pound,
Okay.
but she's loving Beneath the Trees
Okay. Yeah.
because that's all animals.
So when Beneath the Trees,
So if animals are serial killers of animals, that's okay.
yeah,
If people are serial killers of people, that's okay. For that matter, I'm pretty certain if animals were serial killers of people, that would be okay. But people harming animals,
no. So my for 3 amazing new books this week. My first book was The Joker.
you went obvious. It was great though. So just
Chip,
giving you a
Chip
mild hard time for
Zdarsky
going.
and Giuseppe Camuncoli and Andrea Sorrentino really killed it with Batman 142. This got me.
Also known as Joker Year One.
Yep.
Number one.
Yep. I really like Red Hood stories, and this really brought
They
together.
did kill it. They
Yeah.
did kill it. But I mean, come on.
It was
Pick the most talked about book of the week as your favorite.
It was
Tyler's The Follower.
not on purpose. I'm like, you know what?
know.
I haven't read a Batman book in
It was
ages,
so good.
and I was
It
like, you know what?
so good.
I got to do it. And so
It was so good, though. As I pointed out the first time we recorded, this was such a good week in comics.
Yeah.
that
This was
I
like your
think it
number
would have been
9.
like 8 or 9. Yeah, because there's the 3 that I have. I think 4 is Beneath the Trees for me.
Mm-hmm.
5 is Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. 6 is Pine and Merrimack. 7th is Defiant. 8 is Kaya. Or no, 8 is Gone. 9 is Kaya. So yeah, it would have been 10.
Wow.
And like fighting for the 10 spot with Conan, Birds of Prey.
Not even a solid 10. It's fighting
and
for it.
Fire and Ice. Yeah.
Crazy.
It was a crazy good week in comics.
Yeah, it really was. And so
Oh, wait, no, it would be 11 because I still hadn't mentioned Love Everlasting.
I know. I had Love Everlasting on my list, but first before that was Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees,
so
number
good.
3. Funny story. I went to the store, grabbed the comic, left with my stack, got home, and realized that I had grabbed number 2 second printing. They put it out on the same day as number 3. So I had to make a trip back to Rainbow because it was like pecking away at my brain that I had the wrong issue at home.
You needed to read it.
Yeah.
You needed to read it now.
Yeah, exactly. Patrick Horvath is killing it, and we're going to be talking to Patrick soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. We're in talks.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited.
And then Love Everlasting 12 was great too.
Yeah, that was my last pick. Was Love Everlasting.
You have a completely justifiable top 3.
Yeah.
That none of them made my top 3.
It's funny. Love Everlasting was really good with the cowboy trying to figure out what happened to Joan, and he's going and he's murdering people, and he's going off the deep end.
These issues are getting so good that I'm like sad that they're going to go on an indefinite hiatus soon.
I know, but hopefully it'll wrap up a little bit.
I mean, I'm certain that Tom's going to bring it to a satisfactory stopping point. But I mean, when we talk to him, he's like, Elsa's got this thing that she's got to do. She's got to do it. I want her to do it, but it means I don't know when we'll come back and do more of what we have planned here. So we'll see.
So what did you find that was good? What was your top 3? If
my top 3,
all of that was beneath your top,
right? Everything I've talked about so far is beneath. I mean, I didn't even mention DC's How to Lose a Guy Gardner in 10 Days, which was fantastic.
I know. I was really excited about
Dennis Hopeless had a great. For that matter, I forgot to throw. Dennis Hopeless had a Comixology comic that came out this week that was really good too.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
And I reached out to Dennis, so hopefully we'll have him in to talk about his new Comixology comic and his Valentine's Plastic Man story, which was fantastic.
Okay.
But no, my top 3 are The One Hand from Ram V and Lawrence Campbell at Image. Fall Through, Nate Powell's Punk Rock Odyssey from Abrams Comic Arts, and Traveling to Mars, number 10, Mark Russell, Roberto Melli at Ablaze.
And now enjoy our great responsibility as we talk about Black Hammer with Phil.
Yeah. After these commercial break or whatever, we're done recording now. Tyler's gonna go.
Yep.
Put it all together.
Yep. So we'll see you guys. No,
you don't have to say that. That's on the other one.
Yeah, they're gonna hear that in a little bit. Well,
right. Yeah, we're just done.
We're just done. All right.
I guess if it works with Scooby Doo, then
right.
Then it can work with Flintstones.
Yep. All right.
Which
Tyler,
I was surprised to hear you didn't like Scooby Doo, Tad.
I mean, I need to read Scooby Apocalypse because I've heard good things about Scooby Apocalypse.
Okay.
Haven't brought myself to it yet. I don't know. I always got annoyed by it when I was a kid.
Oh, even the old cartoon?
No, that's my point. Is I don't like the cartoon. I haven't
That's
even
what I
tried
mean.
any of the other stuff. I don't like Scooby Doo.
I mean, even as a kid, you didn't care for it?
No. I was never I hated it when my brothers wanted to watch Scooby Doo. The only thing I liked less than Scooby Doo was Scrappy Doo. It drove me up the wall.
Scrappy's pretty irritating, that's for sure. I mean, I gotta be honest. Yeah, the most of my Scooby Doo fondness is with I grew up watching a pup named Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
in either the 90s or early 2000s. It was solid. It was, but I mean, it's hard to go back there as an adult, I imagine.
Yeah, no, I went through it as a kid. I went through it as a young adult with kids. My wife likes Scooby Doo. My grandkids like Scooby Doo. I still don't like Scooby Doo. Just don't.
This surprises me, Ted. It surprises me a little bit, but everybody's got their quirks, As a friend of mine says, there's no accounting for taste.
All
So if
right.
we don't talk about Black Hammer, we're gonna like fall asleep before we get there.
Oh yeah, we better get moving here.
So what'd you think this time around? Colonel Weird was
It was bizarre. The
but
issues,
fun.
yeah, the issues of Colonel Weird were basically more behind the scenes of where he's going
Right.
when he's time traveling.
Yeah.
And he enters his body, his old body at like a specific point in time.
Right.
He can enter his younger self.
Tyler Crook did such a good job with the art.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really great.
I can't remember. Did we talk Colonel Weird with Tyler Crook when we talked to Tyler?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Next time we talk to him, we're gonna have to bring that up because he really, really knocked out the art. Oh, and a lot of like different because you know the Parazone is just trippy,
Yeah.
and then he had to do regular space stuff. He had to do Earth in like 3 different decades.
Yeah.
I loved the hippie Weird.
The guru guy. Yeah, and he's got the flower in his hair.
Right. Right. I love the hippie Weird. Yeah, this gave a lot of like interconnectedness to the rest of the series.
Yep.
I also love how it really drove home the importance of Takiwaki.
As his toy.
Well, as like his
partner.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like I didn't realize that Taki had been a toy of his or a version of Taki.
Yeah.
I don't know how to perceive that. I didn't know if that was,
I don't know how to perceive it either.
Like I didn't know if that was an actual thing that happened or if it's his this is going to sound kind of out there. It's his subconscious. I don't know.
And I know we've got more Colonel Weird coming up.
Yeah.
In a while. So
these issues, like I just said, the first word I could say was they were just bizarre for me. They were good.
Well, they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be trippy, and they are very trippy.
Yeah.
And then
the Barbalian.
The Barbalian is really fantastic. And
more. This was way more poignant for me. Just reading his
really harkens to Stonewall riots and I mean stuff that it actually gave shout outs to as well. But Spiral City being its own fictional place, it can talk about those and then have something similar. But yeah, we get to see how Barbalian is really rejected everywhere he goes.
Yeah, one thing that was unclear for me, and maybe because I don't know, I just kind of read it in a hurry. I didn't read this in a hurry, but previous stuff did this take place? These events of Barbalian when everything was reset? Like, are these taking place like after they woke up on the farm?
No, I think this is before. I think this is like when Barbalian came
to Earth or came to Spiral City.
Right.
Okay. Because they really showed.
I feel like this is like Barbalian year 1.
Yeah.
Type. Or not quite. Because remember, we actually saw in what was it? The second half of the first. Remember the first 12 issues of Black Hammer? The first 6 like established the farm.
Yeah.
And the next 6 were like origin stories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Barbalian's practically ended where this one picks up. With him making the overture towards his partner and his partner being upset, and that's where this starts.
Yep.
The get your hand off
get
my
your
knee.
hand away from me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
right. So.
And that's really just the surface level of it, because we see in these issues that Barbalian really wants to embrace that gay community. And this is during the time when the AIDS epidemic was at its height. and
Early mid-80s.
when it was brand new, and it was everyone was very scared. They didn't know how it was contracted. Even there was even even a frame where the doctor treating a AIDS patient goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't get too close there."
Yeah.
And
I have a family.
Yeah, I have a family. Don't get too close there.
I can't shake your hand. I have a family.
Yeah, and that's not how AIDS was spread. And
well, yeah, but I mean, and this goes along with a lot of what we've talked about, a recurring theme in terms of not wanting to talk about difficult parts of our history, particularly for people who didn't live it intimately. It's easy to forget how, as badly as homosexuals have been treated in the United States for a long time, they were treated particularly badly in the mid to late 80s when they got pointed to as, oh, look, it's God's wrath. And stay away from them, because if you are around them, you'll catch it too. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I mean, in some ways, it's horrible, though he's also, one of the first people to survive for an extended period of time. But I remember how much things changed when Magic Johnson tested positive.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't fast, but there was no, oh, he must be gay. Nobody thought Magic Johnson was gay.
Nope. I don't recall that at all.
It was like, oh, wait a minute. So I guess you can get it heterosexually. I mean, it was interesting when he tried to come back. There were people that were afraid to play.
Mm-hmm.
But we also wound up learning a lot, because suddenly you had this, second only to Michael.
Yep.
In terms of basketball, and basketball was a big deal then, because you had Michael, because you had the Dream Team, which included Magic. But yeah, it was, and it's another place that comics just are great. Is, yes, hello Eddie, you're very helpful. Very helpful.
Yeah, you saw my cat was climbing on me earlier.
Yeah, but you don't have a microphone that he tries to eat while you're on the air.
That's true. He just wants his needs to be heard.
Yeah, his needs are to be annoying. See, he doesn't try to eat the microphone except when I'm using it. Yeah, you.
But no, I really felt for Barbalian, or Marks, whatever he's going by.
Yeah. It was a tough read.
Yeah, you really felt for him, because he's been ostracized on his own planet for being a homosexual. He comes to our planet and he runs into the same thing with his attempts at seeing how his partner would react, right? And
also add to that he'd started to feel at home on our planet because he was a police officer and because he was a superhero. But suddenly the police are treating people who are like him like they're criminals just because they're like him.
Yeah.
Oh, and as an added bonus, some dude from his country comes to try to bounty hunt him.
Bring him home.
I'm going to prove to my dad that I'm a tough guy by going in and getting that
traitor.
Right. Whatever.
Well, because he was supposed to come to Earth and observe and report back. And instead...
or just take over.
Yep. Instead, he's assimilated.
Right.
And he puts on a human skin.
Right.
And that was another thing, how he met his boyfriend, Miguel.
He put on a different human skin to go. Yeah.
I liked it. I was really... I don't know. I was just about to say it was very human, but that's kind
Yeah.
of a funny thing to say, seeing as that he's Martian. But it was a
It's very Martian.
it was a very human story
Yeah.
for a silly superhero saga kind of thing, you know.
Well, go figure. We do superhero stories that it's like the after school special superhero story.
Right. But yeah, I am getting tired, so we should probably move on to our
Talk about what we're excited for.
yeah.
Well, I can do that because there's some cool stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Deviant number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe I am this excited for a serial killer book.
There's been
I
a
think
lot of
I'm-
serial killer stuff tonight.
Yeah, I think the only thing that surprises me more than the fact that I have a serial killer book number 1 on my list, and that's from James Tynion and Joshua Hickson, is that somehow James Tynion has the top 2 spots on my list because of Blue Book 1947 number 1 with Michael Avon Oeming, a backup story from Zach Thompson and Gavin Fullerton. Not because Tynion's not fantastic, but he's just generally not like that much my cup of tea. But this week he's got 2 that are I must read them.
Yeah.
And I don't know how this one, like, I feel like the Matt Kint Dark Horse books are either not being announced in the normal way or I'm like somehow completely missing them because I don't remember seeing this solicited. But on Wednesday, we get If You Find This, I'm Already Dead, number 1 from Matt Kint and Dan McDade from Dark Hours.
If You Find This, I'm Already Dead. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Another Flux House book that looks fantastic. So yeah. Some Time 2 Omnibus from Howard Chaykin also comes out this week. The Mary Tyler Moore that we discussed briefly earlier comes out this week. We talked about for As Long as It Rains from Zivian at Pow Pow. We talked about some a while ago. Comes out this week, so it's a good week. Barking, Lucy Sullivan. Some more Oddly Pedestrian Life. So I could have given Tynion
3.
All 3
slots. Could have got.
No,
the
he only did
trifecta.
the story for that.
Mm-hmm.
Tate Bromhall, who did the writing on the Barb Alien, kind of like Weatherman Volume 3, number 2, Dear Editor number 2. It's hard leaving Dear Editor off my list. I almost had to do the double Tynion as one spot just to slip Dear Editor in, but I didn't feel like cheating that way. So how about you, Tyler? What are you looking forward to?
There's a new series that looked really good.
It does.
Called The Displaced, number 1 from Ed Brisson and Luca Casalanguida from Boom. That looked really cool. And I like, brand new series. And I loved the Blue Book series when it came out. So this 1947 series looks right up my alley.
Yep.
From James Tynion IV and Michael Avon Oeming, Zach Thompson and Gavin Fullerton. And then, like I said earlier with the Batman story of Joker Year 1, I'm really looking forward to the next chapter in this, number 143.
Cannot argue with that.
Yeah.
Cannot argue with that.
So
is the storyline going weekly?
Yeah, they're
now
doing
it is.
three weekly, just for the Joker Year 1.
Yep,
they're going weekly. I think they actually, they'd been doing. I don't feel like they've been bi-weekly with Chip the way they were with Tom, but I think they were still doing like every 3 weeks. But they took a whole 4 or 5 weeks between issues, and now they're doing boom, 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 3 in a row.
Yeah,
for the Joker Year 1.
Interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, those were our books this week.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed that. Phil, anything you're looking forward to for this week?
Not this week, but the week after. That's when The other Zach Thompson book, the Cemetery Kids Don't Die. That's coming out on
So
the
good.
21st.
So good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That one was exciting. I got a little peek at that, and I'm very excited to pick it up physically to see the difference between the. I'm always fascinated by the printed color versus the digital color. To see how
Okay.
well it's preserved and stuff like that. So yeah.
Cool.
Whereas I'm always looking for things that were typos and fixed.
That's fascinating. I didn't think of that one.
You're always looking for the stuff that was fixed in later.
Yeah.
Funny. All right. So, unless anyone else has
Animal
anything?
Pound #2 is a couple weeks away too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Blasphemous at Distillery. Well, we never lack for things to talk about these days, Tyler.
No, we don't.
So many good books.
Yeah.
So many good books.
Yeah, Tad's just scrolling through all the books coming up. But anyway,
I'm just looking at the stuff 2 weeks from now because he brought up 2 weeks from now.
There's an Ultimate Spider-Man. Did either of you guys read Ultimate Spider-Man #1?
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Tyler did. I haven't
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Yeah, I heard a couple things online, and it's just
I don't know if I can handle Ben being alive and Peter's boss.
Right?
Well, technically that ended because spoiler if you haven't read it, go read it. But Ben's job is no more. He quit. So he's not technically Peter's boss. Peter still has the paper. Uncle Ben, and the Robertson, I think. No, not Robbie Robertson. Jay Jonah left.
Jay Jonah.
Yeah, they left the paper.
That makes it like I don't know if that actually makes it better or worse.
Oh, really? I mean, Peter definitely had his job because of nepotism, but
particularly if Peter doesn't leave with them.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
He's got a family to take care of. Because in this book, have you read it, Phil?
I haven't. I know the gist is that he's in his 30s or 40s when he becomes Spider-Man. So
he's a little haggard.
An older take.
Yeah, so he hasn't had the youth of being Spider-Man. So I'm really interested to see when he got these powers at the end of the first book, how is it going to be going forward? Like, is he going to have the same agility he had when he was 19? Because I mean, his body's going to be hurting a little bit more. Or does the spider stuff take over completely where that doesn't matter and he's still just as flippy?
Have you taken us out, or are we just babbling at the end of the podcast now?
I haven't taken us out yet. No. All right.
Nothing wrong with a little preamble.
Yeah. All right. So to our listeners out there, we'll get you guys after the next page. See ya. Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panelspodcast.